Hello and welcome to CJC Adventures. Call here, and today I'm in Bumble Local Nature Reserve. Yes, it is a little bit of a strange sort of name, isn't it? When I first heard it, I found it funny as well. Bumble, which not quite sure where that name comes from. But I'm going to take a look. I'm in Netherton. This is Netherton. It's quite a lovely peaceful place all around here. What I've saw of it so far. You've got quite a few robins around here and local wildlife. Being a nature reserve, I imagine that's what it's basically all about. It is a lovely day. I'm going to take you around and have a look at some of the canals around here. They are quite scenic around here, the canals, by all accounts. So let's go and see what we can see here at Bumble Nature Reserve. Well, that monument there is the engine house. Now that used to house a massive engine. I think it was something to do with the canal. The engine is no longer there. It was taken out there many years ago, decades and decades ago apparently, and it was sent to America. I don't know whether it's still there in America, but that's another story. But we're going to have a look at that inside in just a few moments as we continue looking around these parts on this beautiful sunny day. This is actually the canal number 2. This is part of the Dudley Canal that runs from Tipton into Dudley, and I suppose Dudley into Tipton, isn't it? But it's a nice part of the canal, this part. As you can see, you've got this part of a bridge here. It is a fast flowing canal. You don't see that many ducks in it though, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's a fisherman's paradise or not. But this actually runs through to the Netherton tunnel, which of course we've seen, haven't we? But this is the other end of Netherton tunnel. And this is the Netherton end. This is where the tunnel starts and it ends in Tipton, of course. As I say, we've seen it, and this is it from the other end. It is, around about 2 miles long, of course, and always wear a good pair of boots, or Wellingtons would be the best idea. Well, this is a closer part to the engine house. It's nice that it is still here and it is still standing. It's in good condition. I'm surprised really that they have left it like this. I don't know whether they've ever done any work on it. They might have done, but it's great that it's still here after all these years, many decades old, and it's definitely seen some times really. Part of a Black Country monument really. Oh, there's a closer look at the brickwork. Let's take a look inside. Well, that's where the engine once was. See the bolts in the floor there. Imagine the noise what used to be in here at one time. Look at all that up there. You can actually see the hooks up there. But it's good that it's still here. And they really don't make brickwork like this anymore, do they? Another window there. Marvellous. It's really peaceful here, I have to say. I mean, it is really well looked after on here. I mean, if you look, the grass is just natural. I imagine they just sort of cut it every once in a while in parts. It is very lovely around here. Did a really nice job of it in Netherton, in the Dudley area. Yeah, I've got another pool just there. It's the duck pool. Not quite sure what the proper name for it is. I'm just calling it a duck pool. But yeah, got people down there taking a stroll. Why not on a day like this? There's a few names from round here. It's Bumble Local Nature Reserve, Warrens Hall Local Nature Reserve. There's Windmill End, which is another strange name, but they're all sort of twinned in and combined. Not quite sure. I don't know whether they'll keep the same name, but yeah, at least 3 different names. But it's mainly known as Bumble Nature Reserve, or Local Nature Reserve. The one thing about Dudley, if you ever come to Dudley, especially the Netherton area, you'll realise that most of the area itself is all uphill. Look at that for a view. I'm out of breath. Oh, not as fit as I used to be. Well, I've got to the top and I have to say it was worth it, because look at that for a view. And that's what you get in Netherton and Dudley. Great views, because you're pretty much eye up and you're pretty much high in the sky, so you're pretty much having plenty of decent views. Look at that. Who would have thought it? Beautiful views in the Black Country. And the blossom on the trees this time of the year is absolutely beautiful. You've got cherry blossom, you've got apple blossom. Not quite sure what sort of blossom that is, but it's beautiful. Off on the horizon. Beautiful bridge. A lovely day with barges. Who wants anything more? What I do like about the canals in the Black Country, not a lot has changed. Not a lot has been transformed into something bad or better. It's just stayed as it is, and I think that's what things should be done these days. Too much has changed over the years, especially for historic things, and the Black Country is no different. So it's nice that these things like the canals and the networks are pretty much preserved for future generations, and I hope that stays that way, which I'm sure it will. Well, this is Windmill End, as I mentioned earlier on. Bumble Nature Reserve, Warrens Hall Nature Reserve, and this is Windmill End. All basically rolled in together and rolled into one. A few names rolled into one at least. I believe this is usually a cafe, or somewhere where you can rest. Not open today though. You are here. Can't actually see a picture of myself on there. It's just the do's and don'ts of Bumble and Warrens Hall Local Nature Reserve. See? All those names mixed into one. And pretty much a map of the area. Netherton Tunnel, Blow, Coal, Bank. They've all got names. And a chiff chaff, you can see a bird here called that, which I don't know whether I've seen. Oh, is that one? Might be. Bumble Conservation Group Visitor Centre, open to the public. Well, it's not open today, so it might be open to the public sometimes, but not today. Which Yes, I did sell coffee or tea in there. I couldn't deal with a drink at the moment. I've done quite a bit of walking today. We've got all the beautiful ducks on here. The British mallards, which of course they do have in America. They are a British bird. There's no better sight is than a barge on a canal. And of course, there's not many barges around like there used to be. There is still quite a few. Yeah, there's still quite a few, especially around the Black Country and I believe London areas. But they actually used to use them for transporting goods, of course. No longer do that anymore. It would literally take days and days to get from, say, Birmingham to Liverpool or London. When you've got cars and trains and planes, of course, just pleasure that people use barges or boats for on canals. Well, as I mentioned, this is a beautiful part of the canal network. It really is. You know, it's a beautiful view. There's so much nostalgia, shall we say, and picturesqueness, if there is a word, picturesqueness, or picturesque, I should say. It's a better word. 2.5 miles Blowers Green, 2 mile Gosty Hill. Whatever that means, I have no idea. Now there is a pub down there called the Weed Chief. I'm tempted to have a pint. Mind that, pint now and again. I could just do with a cup of tea somewhere. Now it does say on that bridge, Toll End Works. Now Toll End is in Tipton. This is Dudley. Every bridge along the Dudley Canal, I believe, does say Toll End Works on it, because Toll End Works is basically the company, what I believe, don't quote me on it, made the bridges. So you've got the, as I say around here, Ospath, yeah, Horsepath, yeah, or Osroad, as I would say. Watch how you go, keep out the Osroad. I don't think people use them phrases anymore, but still. One last view of Bumble Local Nature Reserve, Warren's Hall Local Nature Reserve, and Windmill End. And it's been a lovely day. I've just seen an actual fish pop his head up in there. Yes, the canal does have fish. There are fishermen who do enjoy the odd fish supper, but it's mainly done for sport. Now, a little information, historical background you can see here. Bumble Hole was originally the name of a house that was near a brook crossed by a track, now Northfield Road. Bumble meant murmuring water, and hole referred to the hollow of the ford crossing. And by the end of the 18th century, coal mines were being dug up in the area and transport system was needed to get the coal out. Wow. You really do learn something every day, don't you? Yeah, and as a local nature reserve, and it was opened in 1996. Further information is available in the visitor centre. I suppose you can look online for that. It's not open today. Wow, that's great. Yeah, you do learn something new every day, don't you? Anyway, that's going to do it for today on CJC Adventures. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see more from the channel. Click on the subscribe icon and the bell, and you'll be notified when the video or a new video is uploaded on the channel. And that would be great. And for those of you who've already done that, thank you very much. I'll see you next time.